Hello everyone, my name is WEBWEAVER, and welcome to another episode of World of Horror. Listen, I'm sorry, I haven't recorded anything in a while. I don't think I've recorded anything since Sunday. Or maybe hold on, no, I think I recorded one thing, right? Like one video. I have had a very strange last 72 hours, all right? Ever since Sunday. A very strange Sunday, very strange Monday, very strange Tuesday, very strange Wednesday. I've barely slept, so you already know that either this is going to be one of the best episodes in the the Shiikawa history books, or this is going to be one of the worst episodes you've ever seen in your goddamn life. So, we last played a Kairi run, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to channel that sort of, bizarre... Maybe that's the vibe that this week demands. Oh, what a week. Captain, it's Wednesday. I apologize that there was no WA yesterday. We did a WEBWEAVER Does the Dawn Trail EX2. It's a good video. You should go watch it. I got like a 79 or something on one of those polls. It was pretty good, but it was also pretty dog shit. I hated every single one of those polls because I'm bad at Pictomancer. But anyways, I don't know if I want to channel the evil that is a Kairi run, you know? I don't know if I want to... I don't know if I want to put that vibe into the rest of my week, you know? Because I feel like that I need to have like a good vibe. Need to have like good happy vibes, right? So we've got Kairi, we got Juri, we got Aiko, we got Moriko, we got Mimi, we've got Ayaka, we've got Yumiko, and then we've got Juri again. Been a while. Been a while since the last Mizuki run. Been a while since the last Miku run. But we do tend to kind of stack Miku runs together. We haven't done a Haru run in 80 years. Maybe in order to... The horrors persist, but so do I, via the power of nicotine. Perhaps that's what we need in our lives right now. Perhaps we need to get hopelessly addicted to a very destructive drug that can destroy your entire life and ruin your body's health. I'm not joking. That shit's kind of terrifying. And listen, you know, this is where I pick the wrong enemy, and then I get a knock at the door, and then the door gets kicked down, and then, you know, you beat me to death with hammers. Vaping is technically better, but it's not good for you. You're still inhaling those addictive chemicals into your lungs. You know, it's missing out on some of the really bad parts about a cigarette, but it's still bad for your health, you know? Not... You probably shouldn't inhale smoke into your body like that. It's not ideal. Well, listen, maybe I'm the fool. We need a little guidance from the life coach. 7th curse, so we've got a lot of money. Exactly the kind of Haru run you want to see. Now, we are absolutely taking the vending machine, because that's like the only way to play this game as Haru. And we have the police station, we've got the hardware store. We can buy ourselves a nice wrench of the monkey variety. You know, when they say, are you monkeying around? You're like, no. My silly ass with a wrench. Hee hee hee. So, here's the deal, alright? I changed the image. I changed the image. Because, you know, I don't want encoding overloaded. I wonder if changing to a new scene, as long as it doesn't have that GIF, would work. Like, is it just GIFs that, like, break OBS? Or my computer specifically? I'm sure you could have, like, a supercomputer with, like, SLI 4090 Ti's overclocked. They could handle one GIF in OBS. Moriko doesn't exist. I swear to God, Moriko does not exist. I'm gonna click faster. There we go. Can you believe that? That's crazy. Took 80 goddamn years to figure that out. Crimson Cape, Violent Vigil, Found Footage, Recluse, and Botanist. So, here's the deal, alright? We need to buy some smonks. And we also need to buy a weapon. So, I think we're gonna start botany or footage. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. We go into Vigil second, and then the other one third. Recluse sucks. We need to get something specific for Recluse. So we're gonna go, let's go into botany. Let's go into botany, like, right now. And then what we'll do is we'll go to the hardware store and we'll buy the monkey wrench, and we'll feel really, really good about that. We're gonna go to the downtown here, take -1 reason, and then start smonking. That's stamina, you piece. We need to take some sanity. I'm trying to be greedy here, alright? Greed is good. Don't threat level location increase me, you piece. I mean, the village is doomed, so this is just the natural consequence of what's going on. Like, unfortunately, the police station gets significantly worse on the goth egg itself. I mean, how could I be so stupid? How could I be so foolish? How could I be so stupid? But you know what? That's fine. Apparently, we're just taking 80 million doom damage. Like, can you smonk during... who cares about strength? But we'll make every knowledge check, we'll make every dexterity check, but... Alright. Do you think this works mid-battle? No, it does not. It does not work mid-battle, because why would your combat update in a video game that has combat? You know what I mean? Oh my god. Oh my god. Because the boosts are so goddamn slow. The boosts are 12. You psycho. So this is a 7, and that's a 2. Which makes a 9. I don't know if you've ever heard of that before. Oh shit, we missed the easiest attack to hit out of our entire arsenal. Well, love to see it. Wonderful. There we go. See, look, we lost some nice sanity right in time for copious amounts of addictive chemicals injected straight into our lungs, providing lifelong health issues. Every time Haru goes to the doctor, he's gonna have to check that box of do you smoke? And he's gonna have to check that as a yes every single time, folks. Every single time. You know, when I go to the doctor's office, when I go to the hospital, I get to check no on that, and I get to check no on alcohol, because I'm just that based. But we're about to change that with the amount of smonks that we're gonna ingest to survive this run. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do in order to save the world, you know? You gotta get a chemical addiction to fight the horrors, to persist like they do. This is not good advice, and you should not take this as good advice. And obviously, if you are under the age of 18, you should not smoke and you should not drink, because both of those things are really bad for you. And honestly, even when you're over the age of 18, you shouldn't do either of those things either. Now listen, some of you might be saying, oh, but Web, the legal drinking age is like, what, like 22? 21? Here's the thing. I am from Scotland, okay? People were offering me alcohol. And this is not a joke. People were offering me alcohol, beer, when I was like 10. So, you know, my Scottish relatives have been trying to get me to drink since I was like double-digit years old, right? And then, you know, I also know a lot of people who have lived in America their whole life, who their family got them to drink when they were really young. Probably shouldn't do that. Probably shouldn't do that. We're doing Violent Vigil? Are we doing Violent Vigil? Was the mansion safe? I don't remember about the mansion. I don't remember anything about the mansion. I remember the village was doomed, but I don't think we even checked the mansion once. It's probably fine though, right? Yeah, it's probably fine. We got 10 smonks, right? Yeah, we got 10 smonks. It'll be alright. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get a nice jar of blood here, and we're gonna get a lovely jar of blood. Sell that for a couple of bangers, and then we're gonna buy some smonks once we get back to town. It's that easy. It's that easy. Now, you know, we were technically supposed to clap on this part, right? So I'm just following the it's 10 p.m. It's 11 p.m. actually, isn't it? Oh shit. Okay. Bow, clap, bow, bow. Write this down. Dilapidated corner. Have some supper. Pitch looking lovely today, lads. I'm gonna go ahead and... I mean, realistically speaking, what human enemy are we gonna fight? That's true. But, I mean, we're fine, right? We're fine. We're fine. We're okay. We're alright. We're good. We're good. A cadaver? In my modern world of horror? Get out of here. A stamina cadaver? Now that's more like it. That's more modern world of horror, even though I think that was added like 2 updates ago. This sucks. So you see something like this, and you're like, we can kill you in 2 turns, so we're gonna do that. But you don't like taking this kind of damage. You really don't. You look at something like this, and you're like, could we have theoretically killed you turn 1? Yeah. I think we gotta open the envelope just so that we can forget the spell in case we die. CQC training is amazing, only on the circumstance that we get the semi-auto. So I'm actually gonna take, if you can believe it, I'm gonna get us up to 8 strength. We have -1 from the monkey wrench, remember? And I'm gonna take outdoorsman because we have another forest mystery to go. Don't look at me. All right, here's the thing. We're not gonna look at you, but we are gonna beat you to death with hammers. Okay? It's just like, I'm sorry. It's not something that I take like pride in, but you know, you reach for a knife and stab a surprised guest. It is what it is. The grand uncle's gotta live. You know, I've gotta live. Grand uncle's gotta live. I always loved grand uncle. He and I go way back. And so if it's me and him, or the 3 of you, the 2 of you, the 3 of you, I mean, depending on what guest it is, right? There's like 2 of them in one, the married couple. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm fighting for me and grand uncle, all right? It is what it is. We are missing out on a little bit of value here. That's true. But you know, you see something like that, and it's found footage time, baby. We've got outdoorsmen. We'll feel pretty good about that. We're allegedly allowed to go to the school, but I don't like how the life coach is looking at me right now. I'm a little bit worried. Oh, hell yeah. Charisma check moment. Now, all right, here's the deal. We need to get... We do need to get... And this is true. You know what? The handcuffs are really good for Akamanto, so we're gonna keep them. We're gonna sell this. And we're gonna go to the vending machine. And we're gonna buy some smonks. They're 5 funds? Me and price hike Rutsu? You're telling me that someone came out here on the morning of June 1st, 1984? They went to every single vending machine in Shiikawa and they cranked up the prices by 1? You're kidding me, dude. That's so unfortunate. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're just farming for bricks. That's why I'm so based. But now this is gonna be a lot more difficult, actually, because we're gonna need to buy smonks 1 more time. But how do we do that? How do we do that when... Oh my god. The mansion twice? I mean, the mansion is safe, so don't get me wrong, that's kind of clean, but I think what we're gonna do instead, which I'm not, like, listen. You can say what you will. Let's make the forest safe. This is the controversial one. Especially because now the village is doomed and Yogathag is getting furious. That's like a 1-2 punch. But we're gonna go in here. And it's gonna be a low threat level. And we're gonna get a free flashlight. We're gonna get shot in the head. And, you know, it's a stroke of bad luck. That's fine. We're gonna start running. We're gonna get some EXP. Easiest EXP of my life. You know, we do have... You know what? We're gonna get a free flashlight. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a free flashlight as we get shot in the shoulder for the 3rd time in a row in this run. I would like the light source. Our sanity's gonna be low, you know? So we got a good brace here. We do have a good brace here. It's an 80% chance to do a strong attack. Like, you gotta take it. That's pretty clean. Like, that's pretty clean as heck, bro. Now, since we didn't do the side quest, we're having to wander all the way through here, getting lost. We're burning smonks. We didn't even get the prep item. But you know what? I'm gonna be real with you, chat. I'm gonna be real with you. I think the prep item is really good. I mean, we're just gonna get shot in the... Woo! Yippee! Yippee! Technology moment. Here's the thing. I mean, win in Rome, gamers. Double light source. Double burn. Yeah, this is the same... These are the same events that we've seen the whole time. We've lost so much stamina here. It's not even funny. Get me out of here. You're gonna make me entertain this? You're gonna make me entertain this. You're really gonna make me sit here and entertain this. Like, oh yeah, of course. I want the freaking Yakuza card, dude. I want shit to get cheaper. I can't believe I'm, like, legitimately asking for some of this stuff, but I am. Recluse? We gotta figure out something to do with Recluse, alright? We gotta figure out some sort of ancient esoteric technique to get out of Recluse. Because foreknowledge ain't gonna do it. I mean... This is gonna be pretty nice. This is a 4-banger. Can we do a 5-banger? We can. And look at that. Don't be dumb, by the way. Don't do more than 5 actions against Time Warper. You'll regret it. Me and Hasty Aid Rutsu. Oh, shit. Alright. Now, we're gonna do this. I'm not gonna try to do a quick time event here. I think we gotta go to the Witch's Tree. We're gonna get hallucinations. We're gonna get paranoid. And then we are going to... How the hell do we get one fund? I really don't want to sell the flashlight. But are we gonna have to sell the flashlight? You know what? We're going to the History Club, baby. And we're gonna buy a Tome of Rot. And we're gonna sell a Tome of Rot. And then we're gonna go to the vending machine and not get a brick. And then we're gonna smonk right here, right now. And then we're gonna go back to the History Club. And we're gonna buy something. A Thutu Flame is not good enough. We need something really good. We need good shit here, alright? Good quality stuff. Holy Glyphs. Irizumi is the thing that makes the shops cheaper, bro. What am I talking about? I don't know, give me like something that's not dog shit. Abolish? Doesn't even work against ghosts. You know what? It's Cursed Doll time. We're not even at the end of the mystery yet. So we could like take stamina damage and then be like, oh yeah, it's over. It's over. I have a plan, alright? I have a plan. It's called Akamanto Clutches It Out for us. Oh shit, why did I press that button? So, Akamanto is gonna clutch it out for us, and we're gonna have to rest. We're gonna have to do, like, some rest sacrifice stuff here. I mean, yeah, you gotta do that. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rest, and then we're gonna go to the monument, and then Yogathag could screw us over here, and we could also get screwed over by the monument as well. We can get screwed over multiple ways here. You piece of shit. All right, here's what we need. Okay, here's what we need. It needs to be sanity, 33% chance. You. Oh, you have multiply wound! What am I doing? Alright. We're gonna anger the outer entity. We're gonna go here. We're gonna pray to God, alright? We're gonna pray to God that we don't get vital clued, okay? No vital clues, no vital clues. We pick up the book. Pick up that book. Alright, we're gonna pray to God that Akamanto doesn't instantly kill us. Me and stamina penalty increase Rutsu. Alright. Now, you're gonna look at something like this and you're like, oh no, this is horrible. And you're right, it's awful. Now, a Desperation Light attack is gonna do... It's gonna do... Okay. Pretty respectable. It's gonna do 12 damage per hit. Alright, 12 damage per hit at a 60% chance. Not actually that bad. Now, how do we brace? We have to regain 2 stamina. Alright, we live. Because we go to 3 and then we go to 1. Alright, so what do we do from here, okay? You do a 7 damage attack. And then you get Abdominal Cut, which doesn't do anything. And you get Broken Bone, which makes you want to cry. Because now we're going to take -3 damage at the lighthouse later. Okay. So we've already established that this as a prep is going to do 12 damage, right? We've already established this. Aw, shit. Aw, shit. Okay. This is all bad. Everything about this is bad. Because this is an 80% chance. I mean, I think you gotta send it, right? Can you do 90-90? Would you rather do 90-90? You can't do 90-90. Oh, but you can do that! You can cheat the game! 204, baby! Okay. 87% Doom. You have 1 stamina. Sounds like one of those, my name is Picaspri and welcome to soft lockpicking. I'll be honest with you though, folks. I don't think we're getting out of this one. But we have some tech up our sleeves, so let's try it. I do have Multiply Wound though, so it does kind of suck. I mean, we need stamina to use Multiply Wound and the Cursed Doll. I guess the Cursed Doll is theoretically better because it can give you a roll of 1 stamina instead of a roll of 2, which is guaranteed. So, how do you want to play this? Well, if I were smart, actually, here's the thing. We're gonna take the sanity damage here because we're gonna fail the check. You can't actually unequip an item that you have unless you have an item to replace it with. So what I was gonna say is it would be a smarter idea for me to have the Monkey Wrench in my inventory so that any strength check that we have, thank you, Luck, I really appreciate it, any strength check that we have is a slightly higher chance because we'll have 8 strength instead of 7. But the problem with that is we can't actually unequip it because we don't have a whatchamacallit. -1 perception versus chance of losing reason each time you lose stamina, but that's in combat and combat damage, I'm like 90% sure. And we're not going to be taking stamina damage in combat ever again. So I don't think that you need to get rid of this, and you also don't have any allies who you can let go. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, we could get rid of it anyways. Just to feel a little bit better. You know what? You're gonna think I'm crazy. You're gonna think I'm mad what I'm planning to do, okay? I think you gotta send it like that. And then, can you throw the stuffed toy? I wanna try. Like, if we can't throw the stuffed toy, we might as well use it for something. Alright, you're gonna think I'm crazy, bro. You're gonna think I'm crazy, sister, but I have a plan. Alright, you cannot throw it. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the cursed doll. Because this will do more damage than... It should do more damage, even on a low roll, than a, whatchamacallit. So this is... I think now this will do more damage. But we can potentially get another really good low. So first of all, we're throwing the monkey wrench, right? Actually, let's roll this first, see what happens. That's a good roll, though. And we could potentially... that's the problem, though, is, like, you can't throw the cursed doll. If you could throw the cursed doll, it would be, like, one of the craziest tech choices in the game. I think we have to rest? No. Because I'm thinking, like, is 5 Reason gonna be the killer? You know what I mean? And I think no. I think if we die, it's not gonna be 5 Reason. I think it would have to be, like, more so, like, the stamina, you know? So I think we're gonna throw this. And then we're just gonna sever twice. And we're feeling pretty good about that. We're feeling really good about that, actually. We got a lot of good rolls on Cursed Doll. We kept the Monkey Wrench. So if we have Dickhead, we can fight back. So with 6 stamina, we're basically just hoping for, essentially, no final boss. Which, unfortunately, he's right there. And unfortunately, it is... Actually, it's just, knowledge and dexterity. Do we have Heart of Darkness? Oh, son of a... Okay. So currently, we're taking -6, and we're fighting the boss, but there's no strength check. So, what we can do is we can... I mean, heal once and we're fine. I mean, that's really it. We go up to 92 and we're okay. So if we end up losing, then it was a 1 bad Cursed Doll roll was all that it took. But I'm trying to think, is there, like, anything else? Do we have anything to pull out of our rear end, as it were? So the problem is, we might level up before, because we're gonna get this right, because this is the botany guy, and then we're gonna kill, so we'll get to level 5 easily, right? So in theory, I don't need to do anything, right? Now we're gonna use this just in case. Like, just in case, right? Like, just in case. I don't think paranoia works that way, but we're gonna do it. I think we're fine. I think we're okay. It was Shiro-san. Yeah, we're gonna... Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. This gets a little bit difficult, actually. We go up to 95 Doom. This is the second investigation. We got 4 more to go, right? Yeah, it's not great, honestly. Can we do 85-85? That sucks, though. That's really not good. We would have to get... So here's the thing. If you want this to be as consistent as possible, you would have to get a low roll on Cursed Doll. Because, like, if we throw this weapon, we're doing 14 damage plus whatever the throw is. So we could maybe say, like, 17 or 18 damage in total, and then the Cursed Doll. That's not good, right? So I think we actually got Cigarette Diffed here. But if we had stopped for the old cigarette case, I think we're, like, kind of screwed. So we can't even attack with a kick for bracing. So I think it's kind of Jover, honestly. Because it entirely depends on two 85% chances, which is, like, not where you want to be on a run. Now, that feels pretty good, admittedly. That feels pretty great. And you can very easily go from a 9 here. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a 7 damage banger, by the way. And then, you know, you can just... I don't really care. We threw the weapon. Okay. Actually, that's not at all what I was... I was like, ooh, we threw the weapon, so we have 8 strength. That's tech. No, it doesn't matter. Like, literally, it doesn't matter. We're either gonna lose, or we're gonna be there with 99 Doom. And I didn't do the math in my head. So, it is what it is, right? Because I think we're here, right? Like, I think we're here? I think we did it? I've had a wacky... Huh, what a week, Captain, it's Wednesday. I've had a that, and then I had a Kairi run, and now I had a Haru run. I had a hell of a Haru run. I think that we almost got old cigarette case diffed, but I'm pretty happy with that. Is it time to do some trivia? Is it time to do some trivia gaming, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe we do a little... I'm not... Do I want to do... Aor guesser? Just to, like, stay in shape, I guess? Do a little Aor guessering? Staying in a little Aor guesser shape here? Water monotype? Normal monotype? Hold on. Loudred? First in evolution line? Whismer? It'd be fun to do one of these. I don't know how you, like, get on the Pokidoku fan puzzle board, but it would be pretty cool. Monotype water, and then water flying. Well, Pelipper is my boy. I ran a Pelipper as, like, one of my favorite Pokemon in my, I think that was, Pearl? Or was it Platinum? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I ran a Pelipper in Pearl, and then put it over into Platinum. Flying normal? That's like a Staraptor, right? Okay, alright. Kanto normal? Kanto is Gen 1, right? First in evolution line. Starly. Water monotype? I mean, water monotype's easy. But hold on, let me do a gen check. Let me do a Kanto gen check. I'm pretty sure it's Gen 1. Kanto is the setting of the first generation of Pokemon. Okay, so Kanto normal, we can just do like a Meowth, right? We got a shiny Meowth, apparently. And then we can do a Omanite, because that's a water rock. And then, first in evolution line for Kanto, we can do... It's a little basic, but do I want to rep my boy Bulb? Actually, you know what? Let's rep my boy Weedle. I have a story with a Weedle. Weedle was the first Pokemon that I ever got that had Pokerus. And then water monotype. I mean, this is, like, easy. And I think I don't reinvent the wheel, alright? You're in a Kanto mood, you're thinking about Kanto Pokemon. Do Squirtle, and we get there. We get the 9X. Did we get any of the Darius Oaks picks? No, we did not. Not a single one. We got a shiny Meowth in the exact square that there's a Persian. So that's actually kind of cool. But, unfortunately, we didn't get any of them right from the Darius Oaks picks. As far as most common goes, we didn't get any of them right, so... You know? Actually, we got Pelipper. Pelipper was most common. And then... Oh, I could have done Mantike! I forgot that Mantike was water flying. I actually really do like Mantike and Manatine. That was one of the other Pokemon that I had in Platinum that I really liked. Yeah. Okay, cool. Lullable time? Classic? You already know it, alright? Listen, I watched the LCK. A massive waste of my time. They played Gnosis and Garen. Alright? Giving me a lot to go on here. You're giving me a lot to go on here. Let's try Kasai. Kasai was one of the more recent ones, so it's probably not going to be her. Oh, she's Shuriman. That's true. So, human, mana, not bot. Human, lady, ranged, mana. Honestly, give me like a... I don't know, how about... No, Annie's like really... Annie's like 2009, right? Is Ari I don't think Ari's a human. But we'll see. So, middle? Okay. Alright, okay. Middle gives us a lot of stuff to go on. When did Seraphine come out? Oh, but Seraphine is support. Support middle. I saw Seraphine as ADC a lot as well. So human is Oriana is not a human, correct? Oriana is a golem and not from Piltover. So we're kind of running out of places that could be applicable here. I'm thinking maybe Syndra. Syndra's from Ionia, isn't she? I don't know where Syndra's from. Not a human magic born. Honestly, I gotta boot up the Riot client here. I think I do. I haven't turned off Riot Vanguard in like 80 years, right? They're still spying on me. They still know everything that I do. 10,000 people already figured it out. Sorry, I'm not that quick. Collection. There's an update? Oh my god. Can I just look at the collection, please? Right, so we're gonna go by most popular position. We're just gonna scroll down to mid real quick. Okay, you know what? Immediately got a couple of ideas, alright? Immediately got a couple of ideas. When did Zoe come out? Zoe's not a human. Never mind. Never mind, Zoe's a human. I play Zoe, actually. I like playing Zoe. May You Blossom. I don't know. Plant? Fiora? She's got like a, maybe like a aesthetic going on with like, Evelyn maybe? Yeah, this isn't going too well, gamers. I don't know, like, Katarina's part of like the, is it the Black Rose? Or am I thinking of something completely different? Maybe, I don't know, Victor. I'm thinking like evil science people, right? Let's see the quote.
May you blossom.
Oh, duh. Plant guy. Good plant guy. Nice plant guy. Ability. Alright, listen. Is that her hop or is that her alt? Runic Blade, that's her alt, right? It's her passive? I mean, I'm gonna type Zoe again. Oh, it's Tom Kench. Because she does the taunt thing, right? Where she uses the portal, and then she jumps out of the portal, and she's like, nah. That's not a terrible guess. The fact, other than the fact that Zoe was we already did Zoe. So Splash Art. This is Nico. This is the Winter Wonder Nico. The Snow Nico. The Winter Wonder Nico. Literally immediately locked in. Also, I'm gonna be real with you. I was looking at my mid laners, and I saw Lissandra, Zoe, and Lux, and I'm like, I don't think Zoe's a human, because she's like a god, right? But apparently, she's a human, so we take those. Do I want to do Aor Guesser? I mean, we can do Aor Guesser, I guess. Just like a quick little Aor Guesser. Do like a quick little Aor Guesser as like a little treat. I don't know why it asks me for cookies every single time. It's like, I don't have any cookies. Aspect human. Why not? Ooh, this is actually a good one. So, it is Dravania. And it is the Churning Mists. And you can see this sort of, like, ruined area up there. And I'm wondering, is that this right here? And so this is, like, a... Because that's the Moogle home over here, right? The spiky bit? No, I think well, actually, you can see the spire bit right there, so it probably is just like... I think I could definitely get this one wrong. I think I could definitely get this one wrong, because it might be here, or it might be here, or it might even be like here, you know? Because like this is pretty high up, you know? I think you could I think you could send it here and be pretty happy with it. I think it's wrong though. We're pretty close to it, though, honestly. I think this is one where I gotta move. I'm gonna lock it in here. Very close, very close. A little to the side. And then this one is a fun one. Exclusively because you have to line it up with this building right here, right? So you go across, and then you have... I'm wondering, actually, if you can see it on the map. Like, this is that, right? So you would go, like, back here a little bit, and it would kind of go around... Like, if you see where the plant area is, and where the entrance to the burrow is, like, I think that guarantees you where you are, but you can see them, like, 1, there, 2, there, 3, there. So you just kind of, like, move yourself back a bit. Oh, I was completely wrong. And you know what? I was completely at the wrong angle. Fair enough. This is also the Sea of Stars. This is Mare Lematorum as well. And if I remember correctly, it's like... it's here, right? Like somewhere around here? Oh, the wrong cave. I'm getting absolutely owned here. You're gonna have to give me something that I know, like the back of my hand, and it's the foundation right here, alright? I take those. I'm not gonna get that one wrong. I recognize that Ishgardian spear guy anywhere. It's not entirely true. Okay, okay. You beat my ass. You're throwing me a couple of curveballs. Now, that's just like, I know where that is. That's right here. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. My name is WEBWEAVER. I'll see you on the next episode of whatever you decide to watch next. We got our ass beat in Aor Guesser. Doesn't happen very often. Seed aspect human, kinda hard. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. I already said that, but it wouldn't be the WEBWEAVER Actual Filler Show if we didn't repeat ourselves a couple of times. Bye-bye!